Hi, my name is Danny, but you can also call me Fairy if you want. I'm sure if you clicked on this video, you've seen the term Yumeshipping or Selfshipping going around on social media recently, or you yourself are a Yume shipper or self-shipper. I've yet to see anyone make a video guide to everything about this topic, so I decided, hey, maybe I should do that. And here I am, doing the thing. Yumeshipping, or self-shipping, is the act of shipping yourself with a fictional character. Shipping is when you imagine two characters to be in a romantic relationship together. So, when you self-ship, you're imagining you're in a relationship with a fictional character. The term Yume comes from the Japanese word Yume Joshi, which means daydreaming girl, and the word Yume itself means dream, which means that a Yume ship is a dream ship, which makes a lot of sense. The term for a character a Yume Joshi ships themselves with is a fictional other, also known as an F/O or FO. Yumes don't have to be stuck to having one FO, they can have as many as they want. For example, I have 3 FOs. Dr. Strangeglove from Machi Monsters, the Peculiar Purple Pie Man from Strawberry Shortcake, and High Roller from Toontown Corporate Clash. An FO doesn't have to be an animated character. They can be from any media. Books, live-action shows, board games, as long as it's not a real person. Some Yumes choose to have all their FOs be in a polycule together, while others consider them to all be in separate relationships. I personally consider all of my Yume ships to be separate relationships. Some Yumes don't like seeing other people also self-ship with their FOs, so they'll say they don't want doubles to interact. A double is someone who ships themselves with the same character as you. It's taken from kinning terms, in which a double is someone who kins the same character as you. I personally don't have any problems with doubles of my self-ships, but I'm respectful of those who don't want doubles to interact. Imagine someone else claimed to be in a relationship with your partner. That would hurt a lot. I understand why people don't like that with self-shipping. My personal outlook with it, however, is that I love meeting people who love the same fictional characters I do. As someone who was so embarrassed of their first self-ship that they pretended to self-ship with a different character, it makes me so happy to know that others like the same characters I do in the same way. It makes me feel less weird about being a weirdo. But I've met people who self-ship with the same characters I do who don't like doubles, and I'm respectful of their boundaries. You might notice that a lot of the terms associated with Yume shipping and being a Yume Joshi are Japanese, and I'm sure you've recognized the term Yume Joshi from the term Fujoshi, which is a girl obsessed with yaoi, since it's one of those things where it's like that Place Japan meme. This can be seen as a little cringy to some people. That's why you can also use the term self-shipping. But at the same time, why does it matter? No Japanese person has had a problem with Yume shippers using the term, and unless they do, call it whatever you want. Another term that you might see a lot in Yume spaces is Ryako. A Ryako views their FO as their in real life partner and is less likely to have an IRL partner. They're also more likely to not want to interact with doubles for obvious reasons. There's more to being a Yume than just shipping. There's also a side of the community dedicated to familial FOs. Familial FOs are fictional characters you feel intensely are your family members. Whether it be a parent, sibling, grandparent, aunt, or uncle, that character is family to you. It can be very comforting to have a fictional character be your family, especially when your real-life family sucks. It's also funny because it gives people the ability to say something like, I don't know, my dad scares children and makes rainbows, because your dad is a fictional character who does those things. You might think all of this sounds like I'm mentally ill and need therapy. The world is on fire in so many ways right now. I mean, literally for me because I'm from California. But why should we care what other people need to do to cope? Even if the world wasn't on fire, just let people do what they want to be happy. I've been a self-shipper for more than half my life. Having a fictional husband has brought me so much joy and comfort. Hey, remember Sans fangirls? Those were the Yume shippers of the 2010s. Think about everything I've said in this video. Loving a fictional character to the point where they're your romantic partner, being defensive or protective of them and not liking when other people also love them, being considered cringe to the outside world. They were the Yume shippers of 2016 to 2018. We called them fangirls, but I doubt a lot of them are girls anymore, speaking from my own experience. And before that, still in the 2010s, there were people shipping themselves with GLaDOS and Wheatley from Portal 2. People went wild for those robots. Does anyone remember Fangirl Apocalypse? It was a zombie apocalypse AU based on Sans fangirls. Can we have a Yume shipping apocalypse? I think that would be really funny. I'm glad we've evolved past the point of bullying Yume shippers, but I'm also glad Yume shippers have moved past the point of making videos about killing doubles. Just block someone if you don't like them. It's that easy. The button is right there. I've been self-shipping since I was 9 years old. I'm 20 now as of writing this video. I've been self-shipping for 11 years. And I've been self-shipping with the same character for 11 years. Dr. Strangeglove from Mashi Monsters. In early 2014, I found out about Mashi Monsters the movie, which I still need to do a video about, but that's besides the point. The Universal UK YouTube channel had posted a few clips of the movie, including one of the villain, Dr. Strangeglove. Of course, I knew about Dr. Strangeglove before this, but I never had an interest in him. He was the bad guy, and I was a little kid who wanted to be the good guy. This one clip of Dr. Strangeglove changed everything for me. It changed how my brain worked. My first ever crush. And I knew that's what it was. I would have intense daydreams about being sent to the world of Mashi Monsters, becoming Dr. StrangeGlove's assistant, and betraying the main monster characters from the movie. But I didn't want to be seen as weird. I was already known as the weird kid because I was autistic. If people found out about this, I'd never have any friends. So one day while I was having one of my daydreams in the car while listening to one of my mom's Glee CDs, I changed from Strangeglove to Katsuma. I thought that maybe someone would be able to read my mind, know that I'm thinking about Strangeglove, and judge me for that. I was so scared of other people's judgment that I couldn't be true to myself, true to my love. Over the years, I learned to accept my crush on Strangeglove, and the crush became stronger and stronger. I was in love with him. All of this is to say, I'm so glad the Yume shipping community exists. I'm so glad I've met other people who feel the same way about other fictional characters that I do about Strangeglove or Pieman or High Roller. This kind of thing didn't exist 11 years ago. And if I had posted about loving Strangeglove 11 years ago, I would have been made fun of. Now it's celebrated. You have to understand how big that is. You might be tempted to join the Yume community now that you've learned so much about it. So before I end this video, let's go over some simple Yume etiquette. I already mentioned what doubles are, and a bit of etiquette about them, but let's make up an example of how to interact with someone who is a no doubles Yume. Let's say you Yume Luffy from One Piece, for example. And it doesn't matter if you're sharing or non-sharing for this example. You're looking up fan art of Luffy and you find someone who's non-sharing. Do you? A. Make a call-out post about them. B. Respect their boundaries, block them, and move on with your life. Or C. Harass them. Write your answer in the comments. If you answered B, you're correct. If you answered anything else, please go touch grass. Now, what if someone you're already mutuals or friends with becomes a non-sharing Yume of your FO? That's a case-by-case kind of thing. But in my experience, talk it out. Communication is important in a friendship, And if that friend means enough to you, you'll find a way to stay friends with them and keep your FO. For example, I know someone who is a non-sharing Yume of one of my FOs, and we're still mutuals. What I do to respect their boundary is tag everything with that specific self-ship with their name, don't look. I know it sounds silly, but I just don't like the idea of losing friends over this kind of thing. Another thing to be aware of is characters with ambiguous ages, and I don't mean anime girls that are 1,000 but they look like they're 5. I mean characters from media usually meant for children who don't canonically have ages and can be seen as minors. For example, Rookie from Club Penguin or Katsuma from Mashi Monsters the movie. You can, as an adult, see these characters as adults and self-ship with them. They don't have canonical ages, and while they might act childish, honestly they could just be neurodivergent. And I say this as an autistic person who was babied by their friend group until college. However, if you are an adult Yume, please use common sense and don't ship yourself with a child character. Finally, please don't repost someone's Yume art with a caption like, "I wish that were me," or "me and FO's name." It is incredibly disrespectful, no matter if the artist is sharing or not. If you think you might be a Yume Joshi or self-shipper after watching this video, good for you. I'm glad you found a label for how you feel about a fictional character. I'd highly recommend following any of the accounts on screen on Twitter to find prompts for your Yume ship. Thanks for watching!